Hey guys, Dave and Len here. This is Wargame Chat, and we're going to talk about some of the common questions we've been asked. I get sent questions all the time and stuff. So, first one is, where did we meet? I think we met at Ted's house.
Yeah.
And
Was it the Seven Seas campaign? Or
yeah, 7C campaign, and then I remember we went to the Little Wars right after we met, and when we were over there, we were talking about some of the homemade board games and stuff you had made over the years, and then we kept playing 7C and stuff, and then we started playing war games together, and we've been playing a war game every week for years and years now.
Yeah, because I come over also to see his father, see how he's doing.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, where we shoot these videos is at my dad's house. So another question I get commonly is, who's that dog that's in the video? Here, look up. Can you? I don't know if you could. Yeah, I think you can see her there. That's Abby. That's my dad's dog. And what other questions we get commonly here? Who usually wins when you guys play? Well, it depends. Ancients and World War II, I usually win. He almost always wins when we play gunpowder rules.
The smooth board period.
Or Napoleonics, he wins and stuff, too.
Dave doesn't, in that kind of period, you have to take losses, and Dave doesn't take losses well. I mean, this is a period where if you march halfway across the map and only lose half your forces, you're in awe that you still got much of your army left.
Yeah, I've just never been a student of those musket wars. So.
Yeah, so he tends to really get panicky in those, while I'm so calm and collective. So.
All right, here's one. What's your favorite war game company? What's yours?
Right now, well, I base this on what I got the most of, and right now it's Avalanche Press. I used to like SBI a lot, and also Avalon Hill wasn't too bad. I like them too.
I like most of the war game companies. There isn't that many that really many at all that I don't like, but the ones I like the most, as far as ones that you could still buy, would be Tiny Battle Publishing and Decision Games, because I like the smaller, lighter games. Yeah. As far as the old ones, I like Avalon Hill, SPI. Yaquinto I like a lot. Yaquinto's awesome. It's a shame they're no longer in business.
Also, I played Compass Games. Right now, well, I do subscribe to their Paper Wars, and they tend to have good battles. Most of the board games they publish, my problem I have is, I have those battles. I'm just not interested, spending $100 on something I already have. Yeah. But they had stuff like one where you command a submarine, and there's another one where you command a Zeppelin, which is really cute. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah,
speaking of Paper Wars, that I like the games, and they're very simple. Some might say a little too simple, but they're all playable, and they're all easy to learn, which is good for a magazine game, because there's a lot of magazine games out there where I wouldn't say a lot, there's some where the rule book is just a complete disaster, and it's a chore to try and figure out the game and try and guess what the author actually meant.
Yeah. One thing Compass Games is reprinting a lot of Canadian simulations. That company was infamous for its real small print. Now, obviously, the fewer pages you had, the cheaper the cost per unit. But even in those days, it was hard to read. And now they reprint the rules so it's big enough. You don't have to strain your eyes.
All right, let's see what else we got here. What's your favorite place to buy war games? For me, it would be conventions and auctions. That'd be pretty much it, because I like to buy them used to save money. Where do you like to get yours?
Well, mostly from Games Plus. I see also a few of them at conventions. I think Enterprise Games. I usually buy something from them, so they usually have something. And
yeah, they're at Little Wars every year, too. Yep.
Yeah, so that's mostly when they buy. Actually, I buy a lot through the mail. So
that's good. Yeah, I don't buy that many online because of the shipping prices. Usually if I buy something online, it's because I can't find it locally. All right, let's see what else we got here. How many games do you own, and how many of them have you never played? If you would talk about games that I've owned in my lifetime, thousands. How many I currently own? Honestly, I only have about 350 games at home. How many have I not played out of those? probably about 150.
Okay.
But in my lifetime, like I said, I've had thousands of games. I've played quite a few. How about you?
Okay, I'm figuring with Strategy and Tactics Magazine, I subscribed for about 40 years. That's 40 times 6, that's 240 games just from those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also, and that's not counting the World War II one I have, and the Paper Wars and Against the Odds. And so we're figuring right now at least 300, and I'd say about maybe another 100 board games.
Oh, that's good. 400 games. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
How many have you not played?
Well, with the board games that I buy, I tend to immediately go home and start playing them. Magazine games sometimes stick around for years before I touch them. And a lot of times it's like you got to get in the mood for the subject. Because last year, for instance, during the lockdown, I had this Spanish Civil War craze going. So I went through my S&Ts, find out every Spanish Civil War battle they did. When they first came out, I was like, oh, Battle of Guadalajara, who cares? And now I was like, oh, great, Guadalajara, let's stand with the International Brigade, whoa! So, or sometimes there was one time I had I went through every Middle Ages battle they had.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's the thing, is sometimes with because a lot of magazine games cover these obscure battles or less popular ones. So when you get it, you're thinking, you don't care. But then maybe a few years down the road, you develop an interest in the period, and it's that type of game already.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next one. What's the next convention you guys are going to? Well, the next one I'm going to for sure is RockCon. They'll have a booth there selling used stuff. But I might go to 7 Years War Convention next week. I'm not sure if I will. I might. You're going there for sure,
Yeah,
though,
I'm
right?
going for sure. So, yes, it's in South Bend, Indiana. Mm-hmm. And a nice hotel near the fireworks warehouse.
You going to be there all 3 days?
All 3 days.
That's
yes.
good. All right, and the last question is, what's that trophy that's behind us? Well, that's a Best Mom trophy I gave to my mom about, 12 years ago or 15 years ago. She died about 7 years ago, so we still have the trophy, though. But anyhow, those are the questions we get quite a bit here. If you have any other questions you want us to answer, just post in the comments section for the video, and we'll answer the question during the next Wargame Chat. Have a good evening.